So I'm making this video because there is a trend that I've noticed discussing things with atheists, and that is the tendency to conflate the idea of falsifiability and testability of a claim with whether or not that claim can be true. And this isn't like everybody, but this is something that is consistently something I'm noticing. And the problem with this is there are a number of things, a very large number of things, that are not falsifiable but are very obviously true. For example, one example is that reality is real. This is not a falsifiable claim. You could not prove that reality is not an illusion. It's not testable in any possible way, because in order to perform a test, in order to falsify that claim, reality has to be real. And I mean, another one would be, for example, I just imagined a picture of an emerald. I mean, there is literally no way to prove that that didn't actually happen at all. But it did, and it's true. And the fact that it's not falsifiable has absolutely no bearing on whether or not the claim is true. And as it is with things of the spirit, just sort of inherently they are not falsifiable, but that has absolutely no bearing on whether or not those things are true. So, if I was to say, for example, what's it called? In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Well, this is an inherently unfalsifiable claim because our abilities of testing anything can only go so far back as the creation has existed. You can't test anything outside of the creation because you're in it and you're part of it. So, like, we can't look any further back than the physical things around us can allow us to. But that doesn't necessarily mean, just because the claim is unfalsifiable, that it's not actually a true claim. This is why anything that has to do with God requires faith, because the very nature of spiritual reality is that things cannot be falsified. To give you another example of a thing that is unfalsifiable and yet is true, I have a subjective experience of being an individual separate person. Now, I cannot prove that to you. I mean, for all you know, I'm nothing but a figment of your imagination and a hallucination, and there's absolutely nothing that could be done to prove that that's actually true. It is, though. So how would you expect me to prove that to you? I can tell you that, but if you don't want to believe it, that doesn't mean anything. So, this is basically just, I suppose that's really all. I hope you all have a good day, and please consider this, because falsifiability is not a trait of every true claim. And have a good day, and God be with you.